going great. Oh my goodness. I was gonna totally cheat for dinner tonight and just do grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. And then I remembered that yesterday I picked up an eggplant and some other things because I stumbled on this recipe that I hadn't made for years and I was like, oh, now I really want that. So I'm making it. So I figured I will show you how to make it. I will post the recipe link below because it's from actually Food Network and it is so good. So it's kind of like this stir fry and you put, it calls for like wide rice noodles in it. I did not have those on hand. So I just actually cooked off some really fun, look at how fun that linguine is. Tricolor linguine. And just a note with this recipe, you have to save 1.25 cups of the cooking liquid from the noodles, all that nice starchy water, for later. Hey guys! So they're hanging out, and I did have to put a teaspoon of sesame oil on them. And if you've never worked with sesame oil, it's delicious. So this is the kind I get. And it's kind of got a very, I don't know if smoky is the right word to say to it. It's just delicious. I'll even like mix this in with different like marinades or salad dressings that I'm doing. It's just fantastic. So I did put a little bit over the noodles just to keep them loose, okay? So I have most of my veg prepped here. And guys, here's the thing. This is the main reason why I wanted to go live. I wanted to show you this big, fat, stainless steel nonstick wok. I get people, they'll be like, I don't think I'd use that. I'm like, oh my word, yes you will. Like, this is a beast, okay? I mean, first off, look at how deep that is, right? So guys, you could literally make a batch of chili in here. You can do all kinds of egg casseroles in here because don't forget, this can go into the oven. Can you even see like a beautiful like deep dish pizza going in here? And because it has that beautiful nonstick meshing, everything's just gonna slide right out. You can brown your beef roasts in here and then finish them off in your oven. I mean, guys, this guy is the bomb diggity. And it's your perfect omelet pan because the walls are shaped, you know, that nice rounded. You drop your egg mix in there and once it's set, put your filling over and then it's so easy just to fold because you've already got that nice swooping action happening, right? I mean, guys, this thing is so key in your kitchen. It's just huge and beefy. And love the little helper handle. I had to check to make sure he was cool because I noticed on my stovetop, when I have a lot of burners going at once, he gets a little warm. So he's fine. So I do have a few tablespoons of oil in here. And the beautiful thing though is because that nonstick mesh, if I didn't want to use any oil in here, I don't have to, but I threw a little in here because I like it. But guys, seriously, I'm curious what you guys would use a big fat pan like this for now that I've kind of primed the pump. I mean, you could be doing stovetop skillet lasagna in here. You could be frying off, you know, gets a lot of oil heated up in here and just like dropping your potato pancakes in here. Oh my goodness, like the sky's the limit with this. I mean, you could even be doing casseroles in here and then again, because it can go in the oven, just pop it right in the oven, let it finish off, guys. So post below, what would you guys make? Like if I sent this to your door, boom, and it was just sitting in front of your door tomorrow and you had the whole weekend to love on this pan and use it for whatever you want, what would you make in here? Oh goodness, you gotta make a cake in here because what's so fun is when you bake a cake in here, it's got that really cool dome top to it and you can actually slice it in half, set that top very carefully over to the side, and this is what you're gonna do. You ready? You ready? You're gonna take a block of cream cheese and you're gonna melt a bag of chocolate chips and you're gonna mix it, mix with that cream cheese, okay? And then very carefully you're gonna spread, oh, and then, sorry, I almost forgot, and then you're gonna fold in a tub of Cool Whip. So again, you're gonna bake a chocolate cake in here. When it's done and cooled, you're gonna slice it carefully in half with your nice bread knife, and then you're gonna take a blown block of cream cheese, melt 1 package of chocolate chips down, mix, fold in a tub of Cool Whip, okay? And then you're gonna spread half of that in the middle of that cake, put the top on half, spread the rest down, and then you'll wanna have another tub of Cool Whip just to finish like kind of frosting it. Tap it, make all fun peaks. You will have no leftovers. Hey there, Janet. But love this. So again, keep posting below. What would you do with this? Love the nonstick wok. Okay, so let's finish getting him heated here. He was already getting pretty warm, so he won't take that long because the beautiful thing with our stainless steel, guys, you have to remember, stainless steel is a horrible conductor of heat, like awful. And what most cookware manufacturers do is they only put, what they'll do is they'll put hard anodized aluminum in between the stainless steel walls, right? Because that's a really good conductor of heat. That's what our non-stick cookware is made out of. But what they'll do is they'll only put it in the bottom. So you're only getting that nice heat distribution in the bottom. Not Pampered Chef, no way! We know you need like perfection. So we put the hard anodized all throughout the pan. So this pan will have one nice uniform heat, which is so key when you're cooking, because you don't want to have those side walls to your stainless steel pan being lukewarm. I mean, that's like wrong, right? So just saying, if that wasn't on your Christmas list before like 5 minutes ago, it better be on there now, okay? Because it is amazing. And matter of fact, if you're thinking that you should be like nabbing that at 60% off, which drops it like to the best price ever, I mean, beat that Black Friday, just saying. We need to be talking, you need to be messaging me, okay? So this is actually getting pretty nice and warm. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop our eggplant. Now, if you're not an eggplant lover, guys, that's fine. You could drop zucchini in, you could do summer squash. I mean, do whatever veg your family likes, okay? Here we go. Grab a little tool here. We're just going to get that going. That's only going to go a couple of minutes at the most. There we go. So I've got that heat. We're going to jack him up. There we go. So then what's going to happen is after my eggplant has cooked more, I'm going to drop in. Oh, there was a hiding piece. Get in there. There you go. I've got this nice pile of mushrooms. What's going to happen is I'll zhuzh the eggplant either over to the side or I'll just move it to a bowl. And I wanted to show you guys, again, I know you're ready to roll your eyes, but until every single person in the world has my favorite product, I'm going to keep showing it. Do you see this lovely pile of mushrooms? Remember, guys, especially all of us like in Pennsylvania and all these states where winter's here, oh my goodness, with the time change and everything, we're just not getting outside to absorb a lot of sunlight, a lot of vitamin D. You want to be eating a lot of mushrooms because mushrooms are an amazing source of vitamin D. And why do we want vitamin D? Cancer fighting properties and mood boosting. People say to me, Grace, why are you always so like upbeat and perky? I'm like, my friends, it's Jesus coffee and vitamin D. Okay, so again, with our quick slice, it has all those nice blades. And I know the other day I showed you, what did I even show you? I can't even remember. I usually show you like one piece of something, but I want to show you like you can load it down with multiple things. So we're going to put all 4 mushrooms on. We're going to take this, and then we're just going to zhuzh, and there you go, all at once. So think that could be a whole bunch of strawberries all at once, pound cake. This guy is the bomb, guys, especially if you're doing a lot of celery with the holidays coming up. Like, you're really going to want this in your kitchen. If you're going to be doing, like, veggie trays, so you're doing down, like, celery and things like that, hello, he needs to be in your kitchen, okay? So let's save you some time so you can enjoy your fellowship with all your peeps. Oh, this is coming nice, okay. Here we go. Eggplant is looking nice and beautiful and golden. So let's start dropping some mushrooms in. I'll only start with like half. And we're just going to let them hang out in there. Please remember when you're working with your mushrooms though, mushrooms are grown in a food safe soil. So you can actually eat it and it won't hurt you, but it's kind of weird. Like, ew, I don't want to eat dirt, right? So if you are going to wash them, you really don't want to submerge them and let them soak because mushrooms are a sponge, so it's going to absorb all that water. And when you go to cook them, it's going to be like, holy smokes, where'd all this water come from? Because they're like sponges. If you have to, the best trick is actually throw them in a bag, like a brown paper bag or, you know, you could do a plastic. A brown paper is actually going to be your best bet. And throw in 2 paper towels and then just give a shake and actually the dirt will fall off. It'll cling more to the paper towels and that's a really great way to clean your mushrooms. If you really feel you have to rinse them, again, very quick rinse, and then that is where you definitely need our salad spinner because that sucker does go like 35 miles an hour and it will help suck a lot of that liquid that could have been absorbed, okay? Because nobody wants soggy mushrooms. That's just weird, okay? Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Now remember, because this is going to be more like a stir fry, these things aren't going to take that long. But I know some of you are, oh my word, you're like in your kitchens with like that, you know, ghetto cookware that is like, was the cheap Black Friday. You got the whole set for like 49 bucks and you thought it was a deal, but now the handles are falling off. You're getting all the hot spots and you can't heat it over medium heat. How's that working out for you? Yeah. This is where, again, I love our cookware because especially with this wok, I can jack that heat up. You know, it's not going to hurt the pan, the peeling, you know, the coating's not going to peel off, and I can get a true stir fry going on. How are you supposed to stir fry over medium heat, right? Like, seriously. That's what I love with these. Oh my gosh, there we go. Throw in the rest of those mushrooms. And again, if you hate mushrooms, don't throw them in, okay? Seriously, I always love, sometimes I do these videos and I'll get someone like, I don't like mushrooms. Well, then don't put it in. I'm like, hello, okay? Do what you like. And maybe you're sitting out there thinking, well, I'd only eat the noodles. Well, then just make noodles and eat noodles and call it a noodle stir fry. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, this is coming beautiful. Let me show you guys. Look at, and you can see how hot I have that burner. And some of you are like, oh my word, there's no way I could have ever done that, you know, Dollar General cookware set that I got. And I can laugh on that, guys, because I used to have the cheapest of cheap cookware in the world before I was doing Pampered Chef. And oh my word, I remember how the bottoms were like kind of wonky, so they kind of weeble wobble, you know, on my burner. Oh my word. Oh, and I did have one, the handle was like jiggly. I'm like, when is that gonna pop off? And sometimes I would have to tell my friends and family that the big black specks was actually black pepper. Just cut it with your fork and a knife. It so wasn't. It was like the coating coming off. Okay. Oh yeah. Beautiful. So now we're gonna toss in some garlic. Now, I'm going a little light. I'm just doing a couple of cloves. Some of you are like gasping right now because you're like, oh my word, why isn't she throwing 6 in? Because that's what you'd be doing. But we're just going to stick with 2 for this. So, skin's on. Remember that. Remember that, guys. When you're using our garlic press, you leave the skin on because this is going to separate the meat from the skin. You have your little Barbie brush that's hidden in there. You're going to take the stem. Take that off. And some of you are thinking, man, in her videos I see same products over and over. Guys, I'm showing you how I cook in my kitchen, and there are some key products like the quick slice and like this garlic press that honestly get used just about every day, if not every day, okay? So second clove in. Now some of you maybe, you know, because I don't know about you, but I like when I see other people go live, I'm like watching the stuff in the background. Some of you probably spotted the Diet Coke and the box of crackers. I want to know, do I have any other like mealtime snackers, like while you're cooking you have to eat? I do. Guys, seriously, do you get hangry? Like if I don't have a snack while I'm cooking, I'm like a beast because I'm like starting to get hungry. Can anybody else, please tell me, am I like the only one that eats while I cook? Am I? Can you just post below if you totally eat while you cook? Can you make me feel a little better? So you saw me pulling the skins out, and now I'm going to take the little brush part, and I'm just going to pop it right into all the holes. There we go. To clean them all out. And that way, again, you don't have to use your toothbrush. There we go. Oh, yeah. Now this is coming amazing. Look at that, guys. So it's going to cook down a lot. I know like that looked like a lot of produce. Now we're going to push that veg right up on the walls. Okay? And now, normally like at a stir fry you do like strips of meat, right? This actually calls for ground turkey. So you could do ground turkey, ground chicken. I was a little weirded out the first time I made this, but it works. It works beautifully. So now you know this is where we grab our mix and chop. Now guys, holidays are coming. Mix and chop. When you're making your pies and you have that top crust on, you're going to use this part, boom, 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 for all your vents. It puts such a pretty design, okay? There you go, a little bonus tip. Okay, let's get this cooking here. We're just gonna get that turkey meat cooking. What's gonna happen here, okay, is after that turkey meat is cooked, I have a little mixture here in my Easy Read measuring cup. And again, these are a must in your kitchen. Like I have 3 sets, they're always being used. I'll show you the big one. Woo! He is hot because he was sitting on the back of the stove. Did you like that like cool move that I did? Woo! Here, let's use this. Okay, so they're on a slant. So when I needed that 1 1/4 cup, or yeah, 1 1/4 cup of liquid, once it hit that, I was all done measuring. That's the beauty with them, my friends. Love, love, love them. And sometimes I use them just like when I'm prepping stuff. Okay, so I just have my little scallions all chopped up in there. But what I have mixed up here, I know you guys like my little fun move there, is I had a 1/4 cup of oyster sauce. And if you've never worked with oyster sauce, don't be scared of it. It's actually very tasty. I think you will really like it. It's not strong and pungent like fish sauce. So it was a 1/4 cup of that. And then it called for rice vinegar. And I usually always have rice vinegar on hand. I don't know. I didn't have any. And so I did a quick search. And here's your tip for the day. If you don't have rice vinegar on hand and you're wanting to make a stir fry, make your own, whatever, and it calls for rice vinegar and you don't have it, what I learned is you can actually use apple cider vinegar. So I needed 2 tablespoons of this. I mixed it with a 1/4 cup of the oyster sauce. And what's going to happen is once this meat is all cooked through, I'm going to drop some of that in. I'm going to drop some of that cooking liquid in. I'm going to drop the noodles in, and I'm going to let that go for a couple minutes with the scallions and then the rest of the cooking liquid. And then I'm going to top it with cilantro. Do you love cilantro? And I might even do some chopped peanuts because why not? So guys, thank you for watching. I hope I inspired you. I think I hopefully showed you some tools that could really make an impact. Maybe I showed you some tools you have that maybe you haven't been using that you need to start using. But seriously guys, I'm going to post the link for this recipe down below in the comments because you have to try it. It is so good. It might have some ingredients that maybe you don't typically have in your kitchen, but it is well worth it. And again, I didn't do the rice noodles. I just did this like fun linguine. So you could do spaghetti. You could do whatever kind of pasta you have on hand. And again, if you don't like the veggies that are in here, do whatever you have, okay? So I hope this inspired you to get in your kitchen, have some fun, and make some delicious food, okay? Love you guys.